Oh, what's happening? Is their vampire's ability active? Wait, it's them. It's like, oh. Wait, what? Why did they frozen? What? What the world? What's happening? Why is there a gummy bear in his finger? I'm so confused because in the beginning of the music video here, yeah, see, he puts the gummy bears here. So then how do they end up? How does it end up that he lands on the inside of the timeline's still really confusing to me. 안녕하세요 여러분, Tony입니다. Hello everyone, it's Tony. Literally just woke up and I realized I made a huge mistake on the release date time for ENHYPEN's Let Me In 20 Cube official music video. I actually thought it was going to be released midnight my time, but it ended up being the midnight or Korea. So I kind of confused the two of them, and that means that I am literally an hour late. I do apologize because I plan to react to this as soon as possible. But with that being said, I really should not waste any more time talking about this, but I will. And I wanted to just talk about quickly what we kind of looked over in the teasers. The teasers, we kind of got some cool like science-y exhibit, feels the night the museum vibes, but also some like interesting distorted timeline. Very, very curious as to see what this entire music video is going to be about. Very, very hyped for it. And hopefully you guys do also check out some of my other ENHYPEN reactions, whether it be to their Mama performance, which is actually still up. I'm very, very surprised, but very happy nonetheless. And also a bunch of the other things, which include the entire look at their entire album, give and taken in their first Island finale performance. I'm planning on looking into more Island, so please do stay tuned for that. But without further ado, let's not waste any more time and let's finally catch up to what has been going on with ENHYPEN. This is Let Me In, and without further ado, let's get into it. Jimby, ready, she check. Let's go. Okay, so we've already seen this in the teaser. So my theory here is just because that we see in the teasers that they're kind of like in a museum setting. It feels like maybe they're the display pieces, and now that they no longer need them in the display pieces, they're kind of like put to the shelves, kind of now being kind of those ornaments or like those old kind of like pieces that nobody uses anymore. They cover in plastic wrap and put like in boxes. Playing off of like the idea of like they're vampires or something, you know? Did I hear that right? Ooh. Oh, quickly. Now we've already obviously heard, oh, this was really good pausing. We've already actually heard the entire song on the album reaction for Border Day 1. And if you want to go check it out, as I mentioned in any of my other ENHYPEN, I'll be linked in the description box below. Hopefully you guys do check out something. But yeah, let's just keep on going. This is going to be more like a look at actually the music video itself. It's very fun. Okay. It's like a heist or something? Okay, so it is a museum, like storage facility. What is that though? What is the blue liquid? Don't think you should be doing that, my guy. He okay, like strange blue liquid. Okay, something's calling to them. I like it. Actually really cool because like the kind of like murmuring, the whispering actually really adds something to here because it kind of like represents that red cube actually kind of like pulling them in, attracting them. That's cool. That's a fun aspect of it. Oh, it's like their work uniform. That's cute. I've actually never seen the performance of this, so it's cool to see the dancing. Yo, I really do have to mention though, this entire album, if you haven't heard it already, you have to listen to it because it does not sound like a debut album. It sounds like a comeback album. The amount of amazing harmonizations, the amount of amazing vocals on this album is just so impressive. Like, yeah, granted, there's not a lot of rapping, but it's really unique in that sense because you have a fair few rappers on this actual kind of like group, but they've decided to use them very sparingly and have them more focus on their vocals, which I can really appreciate. But yeah, that just had to be said because there are some crazy kind of like vocal flares here also. Oh. They really like to get close to each other. It's really fun that they have it kind of like when they have this like mysterious kind of like adventurous like now beat that they have with the drums and everything. It adds it to like the night at the museum type of vibe, like where they're exploring the museum in the dark with the flashlights. It adds a bit more kind of like adventure aspect to it at the same time, kind of like keeping in line with the storyline. It's very fun kind of music video so far. Thanks. Oh. Like a bone light. And the light. Their dancing is so dynamic, but it's fun. Woo! The harmonization there and the falsetto. So we saw this. Okay, do we get an answer as to the timeline? Oh. Oh, what's happening? Is their vampire's ability active? Wait, it's them. It's like, oh. Wait, what? Why did they frozen? What? What the world? What's happening? Why is there a gummy bear in his finger? I'm so confused because in the beginning of the music video here, yeah, see, he puts the gummy bears here. So then how do they end up? How does it end up that he lands on the inside of the timeline's still really confusing to me. I still love the cheeky, like, I've looked at this part of the performance like a few times in the teaser. Look at that cheeky smile, jeez! They really just went boom, boom, boom. That's fun. Oh, that's like harmonization, like the falsetto. Ah, so good. Yeah. You my love, boyfriend, my love, blood. Your boyfriend. Oh, maybe like that moment where like the light was coming in kind of like marked an eclipse, or like a moment in time where like time kind of like had like flexibility and it played itself on them or something, because it's definitely still confusing to me how they got on the inside of that and then they were on the outside, like they were literally just seeing him on the outside, or maybe like the timeline itself in this music video isn't actually streamlined, it isn't actually linear, and it's kind of like showing us different scenes. I'm not sure. I would really love to hear the theories on this music video in particular. It's still kind of like boggling my mind a bit, because like here they looked like display pieces. Okay, the powers are they breaking it because of the powers or something? That's interesting. I'm really kind of like perplexed actually by the entire music video, just because of this timeline. I think they are playing off the aspect that they're kind of like mannequins or something in a museum, like, you know, like they've been found out for their vampire powers and they've now kind of like been collected in a sense to kind of like be looked at in like a case or like on display, or maybe that's how they're kind of feeling. That I can understand, and then I can understand like trying to escape, like they become like living objects at the museum and then they kind of like escape at nighttime. What I don't understand is when they go check out the exhibit, the glass isn't broken and their handprints are on it. And in the teaser, we actually see somebody touch each other's hand, which happens to be, I believe, yeah, whoever has the pink card. I don't remember their names exactly. So that is something that I think timeline wise is playing with our minds. So I'm really curious to hear what you guys have to like say about the theories about this, because the gummy bears are also a key that the timeline is that they have placed the gummy bears before, so they've been to the exhibit before. But how would the handprints be there in advance if the gummy bears were also there beforehand and everything? So very perplexing music video, but the song itself, I cannot say any more good things about it, because when we looked at to it in the album, I thought it was like very much like a very young hearted kind of like playful like love kind of song, and it does have that. So I'm kind of surprised that they went with this direction of having more of like a museum and not including like talking about like relationships and everything. But I think that this adds a different dynamic to their overall like ENHYPEN storyline, with them being kind of like vampires and everything. And if I could figure out the timeline, maybe that could add to it. So hopefully somebody can help me, because I am definitely just like a little bit mind boggled right now. It might be because I just woke up, but I don't think it's just me though. I would love to hear the theories on this though, guys, and hopefully you guys do share your thoughts with me in the comment section below. But with that being said, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. 감사합니다. And as always, if you have any comments, questions, or something you want to talk, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. But also, hopefully you guys check out my ENHYPEN reactions down in the description box below. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. 안녕히 계세요. Goodbye.